Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum, Husna Khan. Just a couple more advanced concepts left, and here's one about, we're still in the fi mahalli subject. We talked a little bit about a crazy case of mudaf ilayh last time, like idha and yoma, right? Now we're going to talk about some crazy cases of mawsuf and sifa. So we learned about mawsuf sifa as a fragment, mawsuf is a noun, sifa is the adjective. You know these things. Here are the key features of mawsuf sifa. Both mawsuf and sifa share the same four properties. What four properties are we talking about?
Status, number, gender, type.
Good. The mawsuf is the noun and the sifa is the adjective. You knew that. The mawsuf always comes first. The sifa can either come immediately after or after a gap, right? We learned that before. A single mawsuf may have multiple sifas. And Allah's names are not mawsuf sifa. They are usually khabars or something like that. You know, like Allahu Ghafurun Rahim. So Allah's names usually come as a khabar. Okay? So they're usually not as a sifa. Now, easy examples of mawsuf sifa. Oops, I don't know what's happening there. Ajrun azimun, adhabun alimun, al-waladu tawilu, etc. These are all easy examples of mawsuf sifa. Here you have a little bit of a distant mawsuf sifa, bala'un, and then azimun, right? With the gap in between. The gap being what part? Min rabbikum. Okay? Now we're going to get into the complex stuff. Sifa as a sentence. Now let us take this concept further. Inshallah, now we will learn a more advanced type of mawsuf sifa. In this type of mawsuf sifa, the mawsuf is a singular common noun. Always common, by the way. Always common. But the sifa is a sentence. Actually, I told you this in the theory session yesterday. Before the session before last, I did kind of tell you about this. But we'll get to it again. Key points in this new type of mawsuf sifa. The mawsuf is a common noun and the sifa is a sentence, either nominal or verbal. Nominal or verbal means it's either a jumla ismiya, nominal, noun-based, or verb-based, which is jumla fi'liya. So the adjective could be a jumla ismiya or a jumla fi'liya. So this is now, the difference is, you know, you used to have a sifa that was just one word. Now you're going to have a sifa that's a whole sentence. The whole sentence is a sifa. That's the only difference, okay? The sifa comes immediately after the mawsuf. The sentence has a pronoun, which refers back to the common noun. That's not that important. You'll start seeing it on your own anyway. Let's take the examples. Read that for me. Okay, so you have a common word, rajulun, followed immediately by a fi'l.
Okay.
That's kind of like a giveaway that this is probably going to be an adjective. Okay? Now, wulida means he was born. It's passive. Ui. Okay? He was born. Okay? Wulida fi America means what? He was born in America. Now, this looks like two sentences. He is a man. He was born in America. But actually, they're connected as mawsuf sifa.
Okay.
So how do you connect them in a translation?
And
who?
No, who? Okay. So he is a man who was born in America?
That's simple as that. Listen to me carefully and try to translate. Rajulun darasa. Rajulun darasa.
A man who studies?
Very good. A man who studied, past tense.
Studies, sorry.
A man who studied. You're going to add the word who every time. It's invisible, especially between a common and then you go to the fi'l. You put a who there. Okay? That's what makes it a mawsuf sifa.
Okay.
And the crazy thing is, look at this one. رَأَيْتُ رَجُلًا وُلِدَ فِي أَمْرِكَ. What does that mean?
I saw a man that was born in America?
Yeah, that's right. So in other words, wulida fi America is an adjective of what part? Rajulan. And even though rajulan is nasab. So this jumla fi'liya is a sifa
of rajul
fi
mahalli
nasab. In the first case, huwa rajulun wulida fi America, what was it?
Fi mahalli rafa.
Fi mahalli rafa. And if you said, maybe there's a third case, takallamtu. What does takallamtu mean?
I talked.
I spoke. Ma'a rajulin.
I spoke with a man that was born in America.
Right. And what's the status of wulida fi America?
في محل جر.
Yeah, it's jumla fi'liya. You have to describe the whole thing. It's going to be جملة فعلية
Okay.
في محل جر صفة. Because first you say what it is, جملة فعلية. What status is it? في محل جر. Why is it that status? صفة لرجل. It's an adjective of رجل. And that's what the i'rab says. صفة جملة في محل جر. Okay? Now, let's look at this. And this usually happens with commons. Common words followed by something, right? كشجرة طيبة. What do you think that means?
Ka is like,
Good.
and طيبة is good,
Yeah?
like a good tree.
Like a good tree. That's a موصوف صفة. Easy موصوف صفة.
Yeah.
Now it's a new sentence. أصلها ثابت. That's a مبتدا and a خبر. أصلها ثابت. أصل means root, and ثابت means firm. What does أصلها ثابت mean?
It has a firm root.
Yeah, its root is
Firm.
firm. Its root is firm. مبتدا خبر. So there's no has. أصلها ثابت. Its root is firm.
Okay.
Now, is this common?
Yes.
So, and it's followed immediately by the sentence like that?
Yeah.
This becomes that sentence becomes an adjective
Okay.
of shajara. Shajara has one adjective which is طيبة, and it has another adjective which is an entire sentence. What is this sentence going to be? في محل what?
Jar.
Good, because shajara is jar. How do you connect a sentence as an adjective? What invisible word do you add?
Who,
Yes, try it.
like a good tree whose roots are firm.
Whose root is firm.
Whose root is firm. Okay.
Very good. Like a good tree whose root is firm. That's exactly it. We did رأيت رجلا ولد في أمريكا. Okay. Oh, that's a hard one.
Okay.
Okay, let's try this one. Let's this part. You know what ma means?
Water.
Mm-hmm. كماء.
Like water.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is it
then-
common?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it followed immediately by a fi'l.
Yeah.
Read the fi'l. أنزلناه. What does it mean?
We sent down. We sent it down.
We sent it down. Very good. How do you? This is then. This entire sentence is then an adjective for ma.
So like water we sent down.
Like water that we sent down.
Water that we.
You know, for persons we use who, or whose. For things we use that or which.
Yeah.
For water which we sent down. For water that we sent down.
Okay.
Get it? Let's see. I like this one. Jidar means a wall. Let's just go back a little bit.
فوجد فيها جدارا يريد.
Wajada means to find. Fawajada,
And both of them found.
both of them found.
Both of
Fiha,
them found in it. a
meaning
wall.
in the village.
Okay, both of them found in the village a wall.
Mm-hmm. Yuridu,
He needed.
to wants, to want.
He wanted.
He wants.
He wants.
Is jidaran common?
Yeah. Followed
Yuridu
by-
becomes an adjective.
Okay, so he wants a wall?
No. It sounds crazy. It's okay. Let it sound crazy.
Okay. A wall?
Yes, a wall that wants. You have to add the word that. See, when you say a wall wants, you
wall
just made it
that
into a full
wants.
sentence. But you have to make it a mawsuf sifa, which means you have to add a who or a that or a which. That's really important here. You can't just say a wall wants. That would be a full sentence.
That
That's-
wants?
Yeah. So they both found a wall that wants an yanqadda. Inqadda, to tip over.
So they both of them found a wall that wants to fall over?
Yeah. Meaning, I think that wall wants to,
Okay.
like that. Okay? Jidarun yuridu. Be careful now when you translate. Malik means king. Ya'khudhu means takes.
A king that takes?
A king that takes. Very good. Behind them was a king that takes. Every ship, forcefully. Kulla safinatin, ghasban. Okay? So the key here is when you translate, just use the word that or, who. Look at this one. قوم لم نجعل لهم.
Okay, a nation. We didn't make for them.
How do you connect the two?
We didn't make for the nation.
No. What do you put between the common and the jumla fi'liya?
Who?
Or which, a nation which we didn't make for them anything, meaning sitra, min duniha sitra. Remember that part, the which part. When are you going to look for that? When it's common followed by a sentence. Okay? That's why I focused on qawmin and then lam naj'al. You see that? And it's not necessarily, it has to be a fi'l, it has to be a jumla fi'liya. So lam is part of that, naj'al is part of that, lahum is part of that. Look for an entire sentence, okay? This is a tricky one. What is the description of rahmah?
Mercy.
The description here. How is Allah describing, or Dhul Qarnayn rather, describing rahmah?
From their master?
From my master. In a sense, tell me more about rahmah. Okay, I'll tell you more about it. It's from my master. Okay. In other words, the from my master part is actually an adjective. Adjective of what?
Rahmah.
Even though it's a jar majroor.
Okay.
Right?
So it's fi mahalli rafa?
That's, you got it. That's the point. This is a mercy from my master. No, I don't like that one. No one, That's okay. We can skip those. You get the point though? The basic point?
Yeah.
That's the first one we skipped. Let's just do that because, Naran ahata bihim suradiquha. This is a hard one. That's why it's good to do it last. Suradiq means canopy. Like a tent canopy. Suradiquha.
It's canopy?
It's canopy. Oh, it's canopies.
It's canopies.
Okay. Ahata means to surround.
Okay. A fire that surrounds them?
No. Don't worry about the fire.
Okay.
Figure out the sentence first. Then make it an adjective. Because if you go straight for the word and then try to make it an adjective, you don't do right by the sentence.
Okay.
So the sentence has rights over you first. Figure it out first. Ahata means to what? To surround. Ahata bihim. Any thoughts?
Surrounds them.
Surrounds them.
Surrounds them.
Now what surrounds them?
It's canopies.
How do you know the canopies are doing the act of surrounding them?
Because they're rafa.
Good. It's an outside doer.
Yes.
Its canopies surround them.
Okay.
Its canopies surround them. Now the word it is feminine, isn't it? Think of what's feminine here.
Naran.
Good. Now try to translate.
Okay, a fire that's
whose
canopies surround them?
Yeah. Now you had to put the word whose there. Why? Where did the word whose come from? How do you know there's a whose there?
Because of Mawsuf and Sifah.
How do you know there's a Mawsuf Sifah?
Because ahata bihim zaratiha is describing.
More than that. From what we've been doing all along. Every single example, it was the same concept. What was it? Common followed by a sentence. That's the thing you got to drill in your head.
Okay.
It's common followed by a sentence that gives you that whose. A fire whose canopies surround them. Okay? That's what's being said here. Okay. Inshallah ta'ala, we'll do lots and lots of practice of this and get it right. Good job. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Wassalamu alaikum.